possibly make them move, right? So this was why Marx ended his dissertation saying,
"The vehicle of vitality, the efflorescence in the gardens of the spirit, the foaming of the bubbling goblet of the tiny seeds, out of which the flower of the single flame of the spirit bursts forth."
In essence, he's saying that the atoms contain spirits, and that's where our spirit, our consciousness, comes from. So Marx's materialism is his mysticism. Those claiming that he was an atheist because he was a materialist have failed to recognize that materialism is, by itself, mysticism. And this is where so many people go wrong. They think materialism is non-religious because it believes in a mechanical reality. But if you follow this idea to its logical philosophical conclusion, the end result is that a god must have existed in order to create the spirits in the machine, the ghost in the shell, in the first place. And if God creates the machine, he does so from his non-physical consciousness, which means that the machine world is fake. It's merely a figment of God's imagination. Idealism. Materialism and idealism are two sides of the same coin. They start in different places, but they both come to the same conclusion. That reality is fake and it was created by the mind of God. This is why Epicurus, the other philosopher Karl Marx wrote about, was so strange, because he believed everything in the world is just mechanical, and the laws of mechanics are determining how everything is moving. From the vibrations of the tiniest atoms, we get the particles, which move and clump together to make bigger molecules, which will then move together again and form the cells of our body, which come together to make limbs, and then eventually our entire being. And we ourselves are just part of this giant universal machine. We're not acting from our own free will, just like the atoms have no free will. We're merely acting as the machine has already determined we should act. So, because this is a mechanical, materialistic world, man has no choice in his actions. It's all predetermined beforehand by the machine. And if we have no free will, what's the point of doing anything, since we can't affect the future? Epicurus therefore concluded that we should withdraw from the world. Atoms have no emotion, and neither should we, he said. He said we should just give up and retire from life in order to not be hurt by it. And thus, he sought pleasure by avoiding the pain of trying.